Good morning, students of class 9th. Today we will discuss the chapter of the moment of the book Moment, chapter number 3, Ishwaran the Storyteller. As it is very clear from the title that Ishwaran is the storyteller. One night, Mahendra woke up from his sleep and saw a dark, cloudy form. He broke out into a cold sweat. Was it a ghost? Yes. The writer of this story is R.K. Lakshman, an Indian cartoonist, humorist, and illustrator. He would some famous cartoon strip, You Said It, featuring the common man. The cartoon strip published in the Times of India featured a man coming to terms with a rapidly modernizing India. Now, I am telling you the characters of this story. The main character is Iswaran, who is the storyteller, and Mahendra, a young bachelor working in a construction firm. Mahendra can adjust to all kinds of conditions. Now I am telling you what is the summary of this story. Mahendra is a young man working in a construction firm. His job requires him to keep moving from one place to another. He was a bachelor, so he can adjust to all kinds of odd situations, be it an ill-equipped circuit house to a makeshift tent in the middle of a stone quarry. However, wherever he goes, he is accompanied by his cook Ishwaran. Mahendra considers Ishwaran to be an asset. Ishwaran is also quite attached to Mahendra and gladly accompanies him wherever he posted. He cooks, washes his clothes, and tells Mahendra endless story. Ishwaran stories are influenced by Tamil thrillers that he reads. Even while narrating trivial incidents, Ishwaran adds an element of suspense and surprise to it. Even while Ishwaran adds an element of suspense and surprise, he arches his eyebrows and uses dramatic hand gesture to enhance his tales. Mahendra enjoys listening to Ishwaran's stories, aware that most of them are probably not true. Once he tells the story that when he was in a junior high school, an elephant escaped from the timber yard and began to cause destruction around his town. The elephant broke fences, smashed fruit carts, and broke the school brick wall. The frightened everyone in the school, and within minutes the school ground was empty. Suddenly, Ishwaran, not knowing what he had come over him, grabbed a cane from one of the teacher's hands and ran down the stairs, mustering all the force he had. He waked the elephant's toenail. The elephant collapsed. A veterinary doctor was called to revive the elephant, and it was led away to the jungle by its Mahavat. Another incident, one day Ishwaran asked Mahendra whether he could make something special for dinner, since it was an auspicious day where his people would prepare various delicacies in the memory of their ancestors. While serving dinner at night, Ishwaran begins to regale Mahendra with supernatural tales. This displeases Mahendra and he is jerked out of his post-dinner reverie. Ishwaran begins the tale by narrating that the entire factory area where Mahendra was now living once served as a burial ground. He says he had come across a number of human skulls on the road. Sometimes even sees ghosts at night. He tells Mahendra that he once saw the ghost of a woman which appeared on and off at midnight on full moon nights. It is very ugly looking with matted hair and a shriveled face. It looks like a skeleton holding a fetus in its arms. Mahendra is quite disturbed and he shivers at the description. He tells Iswaran he is crazy, asking him to get his head and his digestive system checked. He tells Iswaran that are no such things as ghosts and retires for the night. After this incident, Iswaran continues to live his life cheerfully. Mahendra, on the other hand, peers out of his bed every night to check whether there are any other dark shapes close to the window. But he can only see the twinkling light of the factory miles away. One night, Mahendra is woken up by a moan close to his window. He looks out the window, sees a dark, cloudy form holding a bundle in its arm. Mahendra breaks into cold sweat and falls back onto his pillow panting. He reasoned that it must be his subconscious brain playing tricks with him. In the morning, he has forgotten about what happened. Ishwaran greets him at the door and hands him over his lunch. With a grin, he says he had come running when he heard the moaning and he had seen Mahendra witness the ghost. Mahendra is paralyzed with fear. A chill runs down his spine. He goes to office and resigns immediately. He is set to leave the haunted place the very next day. Now, two main characters are in this story, Ishwaran and Mahendra. So, students, I think you are able to understand the story, the summary of this story. Thank you.